So just a little bit about Lanoguard Remover and coat on coat. So the question is, of course, why would you want to remove it? Why would I want to remove Lanoguard? Well, you don't have to. That's one of the beauties of Lanoguard. You can just coat on old coat, coat on old coat. So the last coat you put on will protect the last coat before from degrading any further. So it really works very, very well. However, just in case, for example, you wanted to inspect it, or over time it can build up, I wouldn't say opaque, but eventually it might darken down a bit, and you just want to cut back to original underneath. And so there's a few reasons you might want to use it. What I do personally, every third time I do it, so on the fourth retreatment, I use this Lanoguard Remover and just cut it off, and I use it as an inspection. Because it's great, it's kind of peace of mind. It's nice to know that it isn't rusting, and you can do that really easily with a 5-minute job of Lanoguard Remover. And one of the things I've asked before, why would you want to cut it off? It's just nice to have the option, because imagine if that was black underseal or paint or stone chip, or there's no way of getting that off. There's no way of understanding if anything going underneath there is happening or not. Is it rusting? Is it not? We've all seen that, terrible patches of paint falling off and rust and the worst nightmare occurring. So I think it's fantastic, because the way of getting a black coat off like that, you'd have to grind it off, sand it off, wire wheel it off, wire brush it off. It would be arduous. You just wouldn't do it. So you just wait and see what happens. Whereas this, you can, if you want to do an inspection, cut it off and using Lanoguard Remover and have a look at it, and then get confident and put Lanoguard back on again. So for the purpose of this video, I'm going to show you what I would do on a third time round coating of Lanoguard on this truck, and I'm also going to do some Lanoguard Remover, but for demonstration purpose only really. But I'll show you. We're going to go under the truck. I'm going to just put a little sheet down just to stop my clothes getting completely mucky. So here we are under the vehicle, which is nicely chocked, of course, on ramps as well, just for ease of access. You can see this was done 7 months ago, a bit longer than 8 months ago, and you can see it's nicely still on there. There, look, you can see. So I personally would simply get the jet wash off this muck and recoat it with Lanoguard. That's what I would do on this is my third time using Lanoguard in this vehicle. I would just do that. But what we're going to do is basically put a piece of masking tape down there and use the Lanoguard Remover on the right and leave the left. And that's so that you can see the difference between using Lanoguard Remover and what it would show you, if you like, and not. Okay, so I've just masked up, albeit not prettily, the rear diff, because as I said to you, I'm going to Lanoguard Remover on this side, and on this side I'm not. I'm just going to do coat on coat, as I've said. So we're just going to get on and use the Lanoguard Remover on this side, show you how to apply it, and basically just all you've got to do is apply it and leave it for 5 minutes and dwell, and then we'll jet wash it off and come back and show you the difference. So as I say, I've decanted the Lanoguard Remover into one of our Pro Spray bottles, so I'm just going to use this gently. You don't want to get it where you don't want it. So if you want the Lanoguard off, that's where you use. These bottles are great for almost like airbrushing. You can see how that can be really directive. So I'm just putting it on there. As I say, if you want to, you can use a brush to make it really directional and only be where you want it. So anyway, that's the Lanoguard Remover applied. Don't put too much on, but don't be shy. And then we're going to leave that for 5 minutes to let it dwell, which is the important bit. And then once it's done that, you can just jet wash it off, and I'll show you that. Okay, so it's been just 5 minutes, so I want to get the jet wash on it, don't want to leave it any longer. You can see by touching it, it's all kind of, you can tell it's gone. So it's starting to go, so the jet wash will take that off. I'm going to do that now. So here we are, jet wash. What I tend to do is just a little bit of a wave over it first, like this. You can see it's white, and then close up. So There we are. My lovely Lanoguard has gone. So we've used the Lanoguard Remover on the right, as I said we would. And you can see here clearly what's fantastic is it's as good as the day I bought the truck. So Lanoguard has been doing its job brilliantly, and that's the only real reason I would use a Lanoguard Remover, to do an inspection for my own sake. I mean, you can clearly see under the old Lanoguard it's not rusting or anything, but you can see nice and clearly there. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take off the masking that was on the other side, and you'll see from this that's now still got Lanoguard on it, and that hasn't. And I think you can probably clearly see anyway. It might look a bit better on the right, but that's because it's still looking new, because it was protected by Lanoguard. Imagine what that was like if for 2 years you just left it. There's absolutely no way it would be looking like that. Okay, so now we've got Lanoguard removed on the right. Again, I'll iterate, I don't think you need to do it. And then on the left, it's as it was. So, and remember, the purpose of this is to recoat the vehicle and just show you some the ways you can do it. So this has been coated twice on the left and on the right. Now that's been removed. So what I'm going to do is just jet wash that in preparation for a coat on coat on coat. So this will be a third coat over there, the third year of Lanoguarding, and over here, of course, it's effectively going to be year one again. And we'll keep a track and show you that result. Okay, so you keep coming closer to that. You can see clearly where I've removed the Lanoguard and I have not removed it. And that, hopefully that makes you can see that clearly in there. And you can see the water beading off of there and hanging on this surface. So hopefully that shows you all you need to know.